Well, I always love to, when I open up your website on the opening page, the quote from the Noah Thompson Polynesian Voyaging Society director, and he says, ultimately what the Hawaii Wildlife Center will do is create a place of hope for all of us who love and care so deeply about Hawaii's beauty. This isn't just a refuge for native wildlife, it's a refuge for all of us, our spirit, our hope, that we can help to reverse the destructive impacts we've had on Hawaii's wildlife, its environment, and ecology. What you do for Hawaii's living systems, you do for the Earth's living systems. And you've taught me an awful lot just, to be more aware when I am out. And I'm going to a lot more lectures and everything and realizing just how intricately involved we can all be by just being better educated.
Yeah, there's so much that we can do on a daily basis to make a difference, and it's pretty rewarding. It's just sharing that information on how everybody can get involved and what works. And, the Nene program up at Big Island Country Club was one of those, is, involving the students and educating neighbors and users of the golf course on how to behave around endangered species and welcome them back. And as they continue to expand their range into our communities in Waikoloa and others, we just want to make sure that people are aware of how valuable and how precious they are and what you can do to help and what you shouldn't do so that you don't do harm unintentionally. And so those are exciting things that we'll be working on.
And Linda, for yourself, you've been at this for a long time. You were, kind of working your regular jobs, but at the same time really trying to move this vision along. When I saw this bricks and mortar, I was like, oh my gosh, what a testimonial to her commitment. But what's been one of the toughest things? I see, Stephen, you got the building up, and sometimes there can be sort of a, oh, wow, and then yet you got to keep charging on, and you're hiring people now, and what's beautiful about it is that, the kind of staff you're going to have is going to be able to train people, and particularly school kids, to eventually go into this kind of profession.
I think the hardest part is it can't happen fast enough. There is so much to do each day to get us fully operational, but what's exciting is, we achieved the major milestone of having the facilities built, and now the excitement is getting it fully operational, but that involves getting all the equipment and supplies in and the final caging, getting the staff hired, which I'm working on now, so it'll go from a staff of 1 to hopefully a staff of 6 here shortly, and so that's a big growth to accomplish this year, and then start receiving the individual cases from animals that are in need from throughout the state, and setting up how are we transporting them between states. And we've got some volunteer pilots getting online to help us out with that. We'll have this, hopefully win this vehicle to transport them to and from the center, and then being able to further develop the education programs, and then the displays for the public to come and visit every day, and make it a really fun place to come to and learn a lot about Hawaii. So we have a lot ahead of us. It's all exciting, but I think it's just going to keep getting busier.
We're talking with Linda Elliott, the founder and director of the Hawaii Wildlife Center in Kapa'au on the northern end of Hawaii's Big Island. And Hawaii Wildlife Center is the only facility in the state that meets all the federal, state, and local standards for accommodating a large-scale rescue and rehabilitation effort targeting sick, injured, or oiled wildlife. And this is interesting. I didn't realize that. You serve all the Hawaiian Islands, including the northwestern islands extending to Midway and Kure Atoll.
Exactly. I've actually done 4 projects out on the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. The most recent was an avian botulism outbreak in the critically endangered Laysan duck. And they brought me out to do the wildlife rehabilitation program. So I took the sick ducks and treated them and got them back out into the wild, and their numbers are doing really well now. So we will do work from one end of the island chain to the other, so on endangered species. So it's a critical facility that's been long overdue and should get a lot of good use and really make a difference with our threatened endangered species and helping reverse that trend.
So one of the ways we can all really help Linda Elliott, the founder and director of the Hawaii Wildlife Center, and all the volunteers and everybody so involved in it. First of all, it's the HawaiiWildlifeCenter.org, but they are one of the finalists for the Toyota 2012 100 Cars for Good program, and there's a couple there's only 100 cars that are going to be given away. They were finalists out of 4,000 applications, but on Friday, June 22nd, the Hawaii Wildlife Center will be up for consideration. So if we can all get online, we can get to the 100carsforgood.com through the Hawaii Wildlife Center Facebook page and vote for Hawaii Wildlife Center to help them get that vehicle. It would really be, as Linda says, a game changer for their ability to transport animals, particularly when they need to bring the sick, injured, or oiled wildlife to the center for potentially life-saving treatment. And some more thoughts on that, Linda? Just did I explain it well enough about how people can get to the page and cast their vote?
You did. If they go to our Facebook page too, there's an application on your Facebook that you can do the 100 Cars for Good, and it'll give you a reminder as the day gets closer to vote on that day. So you can sign up specifically to be reminded to vote for the Hawaii Wildlife Center project. Just go, or you can go to the website, the 100 Cars for Good, and you can look at the finalists and click on Hawaii Wildlife Center, and you can sign up for the reminder that way as well.
Well, we're going to be talking about this each week and reminding people. I just have such great admiration for you. Over the years, have you really been able to see the interest people take because they have a place to sort of funnel their desire to be more interested and more involved?
It has. When I started this project, I was ready for it to be built right away, but I think the journey of getting here has developed a real following, and people are excited about this opportunity. They value the resource and want to be a part of it, and so I think it is really developed a good following that's continuing to grow, and as we get animals in care, I think it will even become more in people's forefront of their minds. So we're seeing that they're following our Facebook pages or going to our website and emailing us. And now we have a newsletter that goes out quarterly, so they can sign up for that as well. So we're getting more and more, and it's pretty exciting. I think there's a real strong interest in Hawaii and protecting what's truly native to Hawaii.